everyone, my name is Danielle and welcome to another episode of Board Game Bakes. This week we're going to focus on Twin Palms, which is created by Christy B and currently on Kickstarter. So if you have a second, click the link below to go check out their page and help support them. In the game, it's a trick-taking game, so instead of playing one card like usual, you're going to put down a pair, and there's a cool ranking system for which pair is victorious. I played with my family, and of course my dad pretended not to know how to play and then crushed us. So, I'm definitely excited to give it a try again. This game reminds me of just being on vacation, sitting at a beach, so we're going to go with a Piña Colada sugar cookie, and we're going to decorate some of them to look like the pieces, and make cute little meeples because Meeples deserve a vacation too. Let's get started. Time to whip up one of my favorite cocktails. Cookies. I'm going to continue my pattern of putting things in sugar cookies and see if it works. Take a quarter cup dried pineapple and blitz in a food processor until the pieces are about M&M size. Then add a quarter cup of toasted coconuts and give it another blitz so you have nice small pieces. To form our dough, start by mixing 2 sticks of softened unsalted butter and 1 cup granulated sugar. While that's chugging away, take a little of your flour and mix it with the pineapple and coconut mixture so that will hopefully not clump together or sink to the bottom of your cookies. Next, in a small bowl, add 3/4 teaspoon baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of salt to what remains of your 3 cups of flour. Give it a quick whisk. Back to the mixer. Add in 2 teaspoons of rum extract to further deepen our Piña Colada flavor, and 2 eggs. Once your butter sugar mixture is nice and creamy, slowly add in the dry ingredients. Before you add in the last bit of flour mixture, add in the pineapple coconut mixture, and finish with the rest of the flour. Mix this until it's combined, and I usually just dump it on the counter, and you can eat any extra bits. Once it's all together, divide into 2, wrap up the 2 discs, and put them in the fridge for at least 2 hours or overnight. Once your dough is chilled, roll it to 1/4 inch thickness. Use a large circle, rectangle, and meeple to get the larger cookies, and smaller circles for the sand dollar point tokens. Bake the larger cookies on a different sheet than the smaller cookies so that the smaller cookies don't burn. If you want to ensure that the cookies don't spread, put them in the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes and then immediately into the oven. You can bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 7 to 9 minutes for the larger cookies and about 6 to 7 minutes for the smaller ones. Let them cool completely before decorating. It's been a while since I've shown how I make my royal icing, so here's a fun tutorial. Put 4 cups of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of meringue powder, and 9 tablespoons of water in a mixer with the whisk attachment. Mix it on the lowest speed until it forms a paste so that you don't send a wave of powdered sugar everywhere. You'll literally just taste it in the air. It'll be off-white and goopy to start with. Increase your speed to high and mix for about 2 minutes. It should now be shiny and white. You could adjust the thickness of the icing now, however I find it easier to do it for each individual color in a smaller bowl. Now into dyeing your icing. It is easiest if you have a plan for what colors you want as thick outlining icing and which ones you want for the flooding, since they have different consistencies. Put some of the icing in a bowl and add a drop or 2 of your chosen color of food gel. I use Wilton food gel drops, and obviously you adjust adding different drops of different colors based on how it turns out until you get that right mix. Once you have the color you want, add water about a teaspoon at a time until you have the right consistency. You want it to have a figure 8 or any line that you want disappear after 5 to 10 seconds. I tend to make mine a little runnier because the icing dries over time and it's generally a few hours before I can use the icing. For the thicker outline icing, you can choose to add a touch more water or you could just leave it the consistency that's in the mixer. While making your different colors, keep a damp paper towel over your icing in the mixing bowl so that it doesn't dry out. It's fun and it also saves food dye if you plan ahead so that the next color uses the one you're currently mixing. For example, make green after making blue. Making the icing is decently time consuming but not very difficult. Give it a try! The nice thing about these cookies is that most of the work is done in one decorating session. Use a thick white royal icing to outline your cookies and draw the lines in your umbrella cookies. The meeple, towel, and sand dollar cookies are all just filled with a solid color. Are you a beach vacationer? I always have enjoyed getting to jump waves in the ocean, and now that I'm older, I enjoy just sitting on the beach and reading a book too. The beach umbrellas are a little more involved, with alternating blocks of color and white. Let these cookies set for at least 2 hours or overnight before adding your finishing touches. For our meeple cookie, we're going to add some cool shades so they're ready for the beach. Grab your pack of edible markers to add the sand dollar lines and thick white royal icing to add the numbers for our point tokens. Use a combination of royal icing and edible markers to add the bid card details. Now load up your tasty Piña Colada cookies in your beach bag and take me with you on your fun spring break trip. I travel light! Thanks for watching another episode of Board Game Bakes. I hope you enjoyed seeing the cocktail turn to a cookie, and those Meeple cookies are pretty cute with the shades. So a Piña Colada to me is one of the ways that just signals that this is vacation, just helps you relax. So what's a drink that signals that you're taking a break to you? Doesn't have to be alcoholic, but let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, hit subscribe for new videos every Tuesday at 12 p.m. EST. And go ahead, just hit that share button too to share with all your friends so they can know too. Keep playing games and keep them sweet. Bye!